Hello, my dear friends. Today we're talking about pick it up, don't pass it up. Pick it up, don't pass it up. So that means when you're walking through a room and you see a sock laying on the ground, pick it up, don't pass it up, and take it to the laundry basket or to the drawer or wherever it belongs. When you're in the kitchen and you see that someone has left a spatula laying on the countertop, pick it up. Don't pass it up. Don't say, I'll get that later. Take the 2 seconds to open the dishwasher and put it in, or to drop it in the sink if you have to do dishes and you're doing dishes 3 times a day. Just drop it in the sink, ready to do dishes at the next meal. Now, it is a good idea to give feedback to whomever's doing that, to say that's, I really appreciate it if you don't leave it that way. Because I think if people can't read your mind, then they can't know what you're going through or what you're doing. And once, if you're kind when you share it with them, they will probably make an effort not to leave it there anymore. But you have to set the example yourself so that you don't leave your own stuff around. Or if you do, you go get it and you pick it up. Oh, a book you were reading that you left on the couch, pick it up. Don't pass it up. There's just a nail polish, whatever. So please pick it up. Don't pass it up this week. That is your challenge, to pick it up, don't pass it up, and then get that in your head to do every time. So when you're doing a clutter stop, which is 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and evening if you have children, if it's just that you and your husband and you're not particularly cluttery, then twice a day will be fine, twice, morning and evening. If you're particularly cluttery, or one of you is, then stick to the 3 times a day. All right, so you're going to do a clutter stop, which is basically a pick it up, don't pass it up. It's just at a specific time. The pick it up, don't pass it up, is whenever you see it. But a absolutely concerted effort to do this is going to be your clutter stops, where you do that in the morning after the children have gotten ready for school or whatever. You're going to do a clutter stop and you're going to say, oh no, this won't do. And I want them to not do this anymore. I'm going to pick it up for them, but I'm going to tell them tomorrow, and I'm going to inspect to see that they don't do that. All right. So you want your house to be tidy because guess what? You're in it all the time. And don't you want it to look nice? Because clutter is a pressure on us. It's a hard way to live. And, I've said it before. I said it in my live recently. I've been saying this for years. You don't want to live in a storage bin, right? You don't want to live in a storage unit. Your house per square foot is quite expensive. Why would you be using that to store clutter? And sometimes when you do the clutter stops, you're saying, oh, these are things we use a lot, but we've got to go through our containers, our areas, our closets, our drawers, and get rid of the actual things we don't use and get that out, because we are not a storage unit. We don't keep clutter. We keep things we need, love, use, and want. Does that mean that we have things that are sentimental? Absolutely. Does that mean that we have things that we don't use that often? Absolutely. If you have room for it, absolutely. Now, if you're living in a very small space, you're going to have to cut back. My husband and I sold our home, took care of our parents until they deceased, and then we bought an RV, and we lived in an RV, and we had a unit, a storage unit for a year that we kept to make sure we were comfortable with giving away all of our stuff, and we gave most of it away. And we moved into the RV because there wasn't that much storage space. Now we've gotten rid of the RV, we've moved into an apartment home, and we are buying more things. Now, not too many. Initially we had to buy furniture and pictures and things like that. Now we're waiting on the little last touches. It's okay. We're enjoying it and it's fun. And I have my china back because my sister kept it for me. So I've got some china that I use every day. Things are good. I'm very happy. And I want you to have that same attitude, that just getting rid of something isn't the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. It is easy to replace things should you really need them. You can't replace irreplaceable things. So think before you get rid of irreplaceable things. And I'm going to give you an example. I know this is about pick it up, don't pass it up, but we always go down our little rabbit holes, and I think this is worthwhile. if you have birthday cards and you're going through your birthday cards and you're trying to make some room and you never look at these birthday cards and you've had them for 30 years, and then you find one from your great grandmother that says, "Oh, honey, it's your third birthday and you're the sweetest little girl I've ever seen. I'm so happy to be your great grandmother." Well, I'm probably not going to throw that away. That's really precious and irreplaceable. But maybe I've got a bunch of those and she writes that every year. Maybe that's just the way she was, a very flowery speaker. And in that case, maybe I'm not going to keep all of those. So you have to use your noggin and come up with what is really special to you. And there's nothing wrong with keeping birthday cards. And every now and then I used to get mine out and lay on my bed. It wasn't just birthday cards, it was Easter cards and letters, and go through them and read them and just read them. Peruse through them, pick out ones, read them, and say, "Oh, let me see, that was in 1958, because I was born in 53. Look how cute that little card was. That cost 10 cents. Or whatever. It's fun for me because I have a historical kind of streak in me. I'm interested in the historical things, besides that it's sentimental. But I can't let that take over or my house will be full of that kind of stuff. So you have to say, how much do I have room for? How often am I going to look at it? And is it so irreplaceable that I will be in agony if I get rid of it? Now, some of you are in agony over every shoestring. Please, use your brain. Really make room, okay? So again, let's go back to pick it up, don't pass it up. You won't have as much picking up to do if you've emptied out the drawers and the closets and made room for everything so that your children, your husband, and yourself can easily put things up. That's the whole point of this whole system, is to have a streamlined home where you know where things go and you can easily find them. So if I said to you right now, "Where are your kitchen scissors?" you can say, "Oh, I know exactly where those are." "Where are your extra pillowcases?" I know exactly where those are. Where are your winter boots? I know exactly where those are, etc. Okay? So pick it up, don't pass it up. Declutter so you have room to put the things that you really need, love, and use. Have a wonderful day, and always remember to be beautiful, because you are beautiful.